And just like that, breaks the internet with Miranda's queer sex scene.
Dios mío.
Since its debut, fans of the Sex and the City revival, and Just Like That, have commented on the chemistry between Miranda and Carrie's boss, Che Diaz. Things finally reached a boiling point with a steamy sex scene that still has the internet going crazy. And Faye what going crazy?
Yes.
While some people are cheering on the lesbian romance, it seems like many more, like Faye, are angry at Miranda and Che for violating Miranda's marriage to Steve. Is it a story of a lesbian coming out late in life, or just pandering? The internet has lots to say about it from both points of view. Well,
all right, so
since
before,
I don't win,
so
it's my turn first.
Hold on. It's my show, Cindy. By the way.
Don't
Don't get it twisted, bitch. You an icon, but it's still, I'm in the main seat. I am Mr. Al Ferguson.
Get it out.
I'm Al Ferguson for 10 more minutes.
Right? Let's go.
I got that, wait, I was going to say, I got that white privilege, but then I'm messing with Cindy.
Wait a minute.
So usually this segment.
I get the senior privilege.
Cindy's throwing out the AARP card. Bam! So, usually for this segment.
Al does that too.
Yeah, he does do that. So for this segment, we usually have like one sentence to each, each of us towards the story. But I've been wanting to hash this out for weeks.
Bam!
For weeks. Did she really take her AARP?
That card out.
Yeah.
She did. Hi, Cindy. So I've been wanting to hash this out for weeks, since Sex and the City came back, and Just Like That came back with no budget, right? Because the clothes suck. So I'm so happy that we're sitting here with a bunch of girls and I get to really talk about this show. Like, I really wanted to like it,
Except
girls.
I have never seen it because I don't have HBO, which is what I was going to say. So
Okay.
I really have nothing to say.
Let's talk to the girls that have seen it, Cindy.
Okay.
Girls, tell me what you think. LaTanya screaming, no, no, no.
I just want you to know that the main reason women watch this show, regardless of their sexual identity, was because of the fashions.
Yes.
That's
And it's gone. There was one hat at a funeral that I liked.
The closets and the heels and the malls and the traveling and the fabrics and the texture, even the kitchen.
Yes.
You take that away from us, what do we have?
Right.
Yeah.
What's the point?
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys know big dies. Okay, there it is. Okay.
On the Peloton.
So let's go ahead and get into the sex scene.
Go
sex
ahead.
Scene,
You know,
okay?
Peloton's
They were not like
stock went
sex
way
scene,
down.
Okay.
So you want to set up the sex scene and say the spoiler alert?
Okay. I mean, isn't that what we're talking about?
Well, you already
here?
did the spoiler alert for the show.
So if you watch it or you didn't, okay, Just Like That. Just Like That, I just told you, okay? So they're just like that. And, what happens, okay, we're talking about this like, oh my God, the infamous sex scene. Guys, there were no clothes taken off. They were fooling around in the kitchen, okay? They had too much tequila. They started making out. She put her hands in her pants. Boom, shakalaka, okay? All right? So now, all of a sudden, we're all going to get our panties in a bunch because these two fooled around. Now, I get it. I get it. Miranda is married. I get it,
And
okay?
she is, and you should respect that paper.
And listen, and she doesn't have like that agreement. Some people have agreements.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that doesn't qualify in this situation. But I also say that there's something that's happening here that, like, if you're watching this show, you recognize that she's been very unhappy for a long time. That's not Steve's problem. That's her thing to deal with. And she's like turned to alcohol to numb herself out.
Exactly.
So whatever helps her find her truth is like, I'm always, and sometimes it's the, what's the best way to do that, right? Definitely not hurting anybody. But unfortunately, sometimes there's people are going to get hurt.
Sometimes somebody's going to get hurt. Listen, as an alcoholic, a person in recovery, and a lesbian, okay, you don't need the alcohol to become a lesbian.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're making it seem that way, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, word to that.
Then let's start talking about Che. I want to like Che. I wanted to bang her in Grey's Anatomy. I loved her in Grey's Anatomy.
Me too. That's my
this.
secret crush.
On this, it feels like she's just
Grey's
shoving
Anatomy.
it down my throat
character,
and making sure that I know that she is all these things all at once. The comedy on stage was whack, sis. You guys got to get better writers. I mean, that comedy skit was awful to watch, and it just is not believable. So many aspects of it. I would have been good with, I love the fact that Charlotte's child is trans. I love that. Okay, let's follow that through.
Right there.
That was good enough to have us.
Right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Just keep it there.
But that's not going to be enough to make me not miss Sam. It's just not enough.
No, but you know what? Now that you're talking about that too, let me just say, this whole entire season, Marcy and I are watching it going like this. Okay, they just checked that box. They just checked that box. They just check that box. And even with Che, like, I'm gonna come to her defense, you know, as like a butch lesbian, right? They wrote her character in there to be like the most aggressive, the most like overbearing butch lesbian who is like the, you know, I can't even stand it actually, you know? So that's why, like, I watch this show and just like that, it's just like that.
Right?
You know?
It's just like that.
It's just like that. Like, I would have liked it more if Carrie's realtor went after Cynthia Nixon.
Oh.
You know, like she's a hottie too. You know, it just like I said, it just feels too forced.
Back
I
to
like it.
Yeah.
Well, you guys just saved me a lot of money because now I don't have
you don't
to
have to watch
subscribe
it.
to HBO.
Yeah, you don't need to watch.
Spoiler alert.
But
we're
a little
staying
late.
Rex.
But yeah, like seriously. So we look at our representation, right? And when we think about, is it positive or is it negative? This is obviously negative. For all the reasons everybody already mentioned, right? But you can take it up against the question of what's the moral of the story they're trying to convey. And the moral of the story they're trying to convey is you need alcohol to have sex with a woman as a woman, and you need to cheat on your husband because you're not really sure like if that's your thing, and so now you have to hurt all of these other people to journey your way,
Your
right?
truth, and I don't
And
think
or
that's
keep the lesbians.
That's not.
No, and or keep the lesbians away from your husbands
because they will take them over.
Yeah.
Maybe your soulmate is really married. Because when I moved down here, they were like, all the lesbians are still married. You just gotta wait. I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Lesbians don't get divorced. Haven't you
my
met us?
God.
No, that's true. That is real life.
You know what's sad though, Latanya and girls, is that I will watch again. I will continue to watch because I just like I keep on hoping that I'm like an abused girl. Like I'm hoping that the next episode will be better than the last. You know,
we can do group for that though, right? We've been conditioned to like take whatever breadcrumbs are thrown our way.
I have
like,
an issue.
If we're represented, we have to support it, right?
No.
So I'm gonna say one other thing about one other show real quick. I feel that way about Tampa Bays, y'all. I am so annoyed.
What is that?
I am so annoyed with that show. It's on Amazon. Please do not watch it.
Okay.
It's about lesbians in the Tampa area.
It's ridiculous.
Is it a reality
and
show?
it's so bad, and it
Reality
portrays
shows
our
are
community
horrible,
in
period.
such a bad light with just out of control drinking and drama and conflict. It's ridiculous. That's not who we want to be.
Yeah.
Not at all.
And that's not who we are.
Yeah. If you want to represent us, you know, and again, like you said, we shouldn't be just happy with the appetizer. We deserve the main course, okay, with extra size and a biscuit, bitch. You know,
the era of the lesbian, y'all.
If you want to represent us, talk to us.
And the bottle of the best wine.
You know, right?
Top shelf. Stay off that
It
bottle.
just didn't make any sense. I wish you guys all the best, and I hope that something comes out of this. Anyway.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ